Welcome back to the League of Legends challenge session. I'm Izlogic.business 33 Spry Britain, and apologies for the technical difficulties of the previous broadcast. We know how badly that went. Anyway, let's get into the Ivern Idols versus the Zeri Zoomies. And you know, these two teams coming in on an absolute barn burner of a season. Both undefeated, both phenomenal teams. And you know, I for one really have enjoyed how well they have played together. And yeah, realistically speaking, coming into this matchup, one team's O must be perforated and gone from the league. And no one wants a perforated O. So, without further ado, let us get into the game and we can discuss the pick and bans that we saw. So, onto the riff we go. As you can see, Swain, Thresh picked up alongside Tryndamere, Zeri, and then Briar. Obviously, the Zeri takes focal point in this draft as of the two teams, the Ivern and the Zeri kind of synonymize with the ideologies of their teams. The Zeri Zoomies, obviously, and the Ivern Idols. Now, looking at how the Zeri Zoomies have drafted, they've gone for a very strong frontlining comp that look to sustain through the fight. So much healing on that Trin, Swain, and Briar. It's going to be very hard for the Ivern Idols to get through them. And to be fair, the Ivern Idols have done good. They've got themselves a lot of heavy poke with the Ezreal, Caitlyn, and Ziggs that they'll be able to chip away. Excuse me. And hopefully keep away the Zeri Zoomies from getting in and doing damage. Now, obviously the Ivern will be very good providing Daisy alongside that Lee Sin to frontline and protect the carries who will be doing the brunt of the damage. But as things stand, just taking a brief look at the summoners, we've got down the side for the Zeri Zoomies a shed ton of what's it called? A shed load of snowballs. And without further ado, let's get into today's game. We're already started behind. Taking a look at the items coming through. Caulfield's Warhammer with boots, no pots on the Lee Sin in this league. He knows that he can survive the initial upfront fight, whereas a shed load of pots for the Zeri Zoomies. I already want to pan over to the walking Tryndamere. He didn't feel like taking the base gate. Bit weird, honestly, and kind of puts him in a difficult situation. As for the Ivern Idols, already, if we take a pause here, just look at how he sets up the brush line. He gets vision immediately into this brush with that one, and then he just comes through, creates a pathway, this obscuring line of vision from the other team, and that does technically mean that he can play a little bit further back. It allows for the poke to come out from nowhere, and the unseen eye is an untrained eye. And yeah, that's the phrase we want to go with for this one. So let us just pan around. How is this looking, to say the least? So Tryndamere is set up. He is looking to get a bit more aggressive, aggro with that build. But the big thing of note that I'm seeing right now is, look how far back the rest of the Ivern Idols are. Not even leaving base yet. They're so far behind the curve that this immediate 3-on-5 is going to be very painful if any sort of fighting happens here. And yeah, Lee Sin's hooked. He is in a difficult situation. Ivern trying to peel for him, provides a bit of shielding. Obviously, Safeguard comes through to provide its more shields. But now Ezreal's here. The poke and harass can come through. The Q forward from the Ivern can also provide a lot of harassment as the hook goes wide by the Thresh. But the satchel charge pushes him into the wall, stuns him, but no follow-up was put down onto Thresh. Instead, the follow-up's being put down onto the Zeri, who's unable to trade and is actually being poked out from the play. Ezreal doing a lot of damage, but gets hooked up here. The Swain lands, and there's the hook, the death, and Zeri picks up the first blood as Zeri Zoomies get another kill as Lee Sin goes way too far forward, chasing for that Zeri. But it's not going to come through. Instead, it's going to go over to the Ziggs, who throws the bombs down. The damage is unrelenting as another hook lands. But another shield from the Ivern protects the Caitlyn, who has to flash away. More damage come through as a Sonic Wave lands. Briar ran down, but she has the extra healing. And a good dodge out there with the safeguard by Lee Sin to avoid the Swain pullback. And he's going deep. The follow-up is so big he gets a 1-for-1 trade. Thresh flashes to try and protect his carry, but in the end, it just results in a dead Swain. Now, with the extra pressure, no frontline realistically here. For the... what was that? Caitlyn bursts through the Briar's health bar. And this fighting in the LCS is absolutely stellar. Obviously, a lot of class players in this league, and you know, all random, all mid style of North America on full display here in the LCS. Now, stepping forward, taking a look at the items coming through. Lee Sin already got himself booties and a Ruby Crystal. We're probably going to see Leandry's come through for the Ziggs, but he has started a Lost Chapter for the extra sustain in this laning phase. Obviously, no backs are allowed in this league as a great pull from the Swain lands, and that's going to force the Briar to go forward. Exhaust put down onto her, so she isn't going to be as effective, but it is going to have the kill go over to the Thresh. As Lee Sin getting antsy, looking, hunting for the kill. The brushes providing so much safety to the Ivern idols that it means that the Zeri Zoomies are forced to stay back. And Ivern just playing a stellar game, if I do say so myself. As another Sonic Wave lands, that's going to result in another 1-for-1 trade as Briar secures the trade back, the clap back, some may say, for the Zeri Zoomies. And we're already starting to see some ults coming through as Briar goes aggressive. The satchel charge though was perfect as Zeri pops off. She's going forward. Here's all of the Zoomies hunting as Daisy clocks back. The bop bops and Tryndamere falls. Lee Sin looking for more as Caitlyn kills off the Swain on the other side of the rift. The ace in the hole. Good night, Zeri Zoomies, as the Ivern idols find 4. Big fight feeling in the LCS today as the turret already going to be chipped away at. What a play, what a fight as Ivern just stands in the brush. He gives no fucks. And now the clapback could be coming through as a poor shift back causes the Ezreal to fall. It will be traded back though as Ziggs gets the return kill. Ivern lands a Q to stop any more follow-up from that Tryndamere. And already we're seeing a lot of aggression from these two teams. 9 kills to 6, or 6 to 9 kills. Nice. And, you know, this is working out well as finally the Ivern idols feel the comfort of this game, stepping forward, being aggressive, and not another Sonic Wave lands. As I do believe we already see a static shift for the Zeri as a hook lands onto Lee Sin. He's going to be pulled back, but the safeguard pulls him almost back to safety as a shutdown comes through for this Thresh. This game is absolute pandemonium from the get-go as so much aggression, so much fighting is continuing as a true shot barrage is fired out just for a bit of poke to kill off these minions. And the Zeri Zoomies, that's one thing they lack is wave clear as another hook lands. Ezreal falls. A brush was put in his memorial. And Daisy coming through chasing down the Zeri as the Briar ult comes through, going in under the tower, chasing, does not get the kill as Edge, she just gets a heal, and now the chase back, the clap back once again, the Ivern Idols, Daisy popping the Trind into the air. Gonna be traded back as another Q lands. That's a dead Tryndamere. Perfect stuns, perfect plays out from Ivern. And there's a kick. Zeri forced to ult, gonna get a kill somehow onto the Caitlyn. And everyone is dying. Ivern tries to sack to the tower, but is unable to. Instead, forced to run away as Briar, chasing, sees the Ziggs overstepping. And that's gonna be an easy secure of the AP carry. Actually, it was the Ezreal. Never mind. I thought that was Ziggs. Instead, Ziggs is already back in base, picking up that Leandries, still keeping hold of the lost chapter. And, you know, everyone loves a bit of fighting. Everyone loves a bit of a party feeling. And this game has it all as Lee Sin goes aggressive once again. The Sonic Wave puts him in danger, but the Safeguard pulls him back. Look at how many of these traps are working in favor of this Caitlyn, just chipping away very easily at the health bars. Just looking for another health pack as another Sonic Wave lands. Lee Sin looking, goes in, dodges back. He's baiting out hooks. He's baiting out everything from the Zeri Zoomies. This Lee Sin player is absolutely nutty and aggressive. I love it. As once again, he's going to be tagged by a Snowball. Goes aggressive onto this Thresh, chipping away at the health bar. The True Shot Barrage unable to get the kill. As a follow-up Snowball lands onto the Ezreal. There's the big Super Mega Deathfire bomb. I forget what it's actually called. Mega Inferno Bomb, that's its name. There's this tower taken low. Satchel Charge almost is in range as Briar ult fires through. Chasing forward, going aggressive, looking for the kills. But she is exhausted and killed off as the shutdown comes through to the Caitlyn. And Daisy, just being Daisy, standing in front, looking, hunting, as Swain goes aggressive, pops the ult as the kill goes through yet again to this Caitlyn. Oversteps, overchases, some may say these snowballs aren't working. For the Zeri Zoomies, as another hook lands, going aggressive, is forced out from this Lee Sin as that feral instinct to fight comes through. He secures another, but look how low that health bar is. Jeez, he's wanting to just die. But he's shielded up, hunting, chasing. The Mega W from the Zeri lands onto Caitlyn, and finally the first tower of the game falls. Ziggs secures it with the Satchel. It will be, however, a turret trade for a kill, as I'm just looking at this right. Ivern has yet to die, 14 assists. He's just sitting there chilling with the Bandle Glass and the Tear. He's certainly a very, very strong boy. As Zeri Zumi starting to step forward, the hook lands onto the Ivern, but he just doesn't care. He's just able to play as, Tryndamere exhausted, but gets the shutdown. He picks off the ADC, and Lee Sin, he knows he has to try and play a bit more aggressive to secure a trade back. But in the end, it's 2 kills to this Tryndamere, but the Mega Inferno Bomb shuts him back down. Ziggs gets aggressive as another clap onto the Ivern. Some may say this Ivern's getting a bit complacent as Briar's going feral. The Blood Frenzy gonna force a lot of damage down, but maybe not the kills, as never mind. The hook lands onto Ezreal and somehow he gets away. Briar ulties in and finally kills off the Ivern. It's a double kill. Make it a triple. Is she going for the penta? Some may say she may get it. No, it's going to be a kill over to the Zeri. The Quadra, almost a possibility. As Lee Sin, he's going feral. He just kicks the Swain away. Goes in, gets kill onto the Zeri. But that is a sacrificial play. The ace through to the Zeri Zoomies. And that is a big old swing in the gold. Never mind, it's still a 1k gold lead to the Ivern Idols. And Ivern's back now with 2 complete items. He's got himself the Moonstone and the Imperial Mandate. That just means that this Lee Sin has more agency to go aggressive, more agency to be healed up. And now Ivern's Idols are almost, some may say, unkillable. If they play it correctly, obviously. As there you go, in goes Lee Sin with the shield. Ezreal picks that one back up as another shield put down. Caitlyn not going to die in this play. In the end, it's just Briar falling as she oversteps once again. Lee Sin lands another Sonic Wave, goes forward, forces out the Tryndamere ult, the Undying Rage. Could be his dying rage. Never mind. It's going to be Zeri killing off one member, it looked like. It's actually not. It was just Tryndamere falling. It looked so crazy there. What was even going on? Anyway, we've got the turret glitch that everyone loves on this patch and certainly doesn't fool me every time I look at the tower and see, why are they diving tower? Anyway, another Q lands from the Ivern. Just unrelenting with them Qs. Some may say he's firing it on cooldown as Lee Sin goes forward again. Daisy thrown out alongside it, who's just there to provide frontline as Caitlyn secures the physical fight as the trade back comes through as Thresh gets that one, but Zeri is popping off freely. The Ezreal is getting kills back, but no, the kills go over to the Zeri Zoomies and another hook flashed away from Zig staying alive. That Zeri is very low, some may say kill range, as Ivern already dead, no shielding, and flash out from the Caitlyn. She got baited by the hook. Wow, what a fight as we get to take a look at some of these items. I hope, never mind Lee Sin going aggressive, diving forward onto this Tryndamere, taken down to about half his HP points. And now the hook lands yet again. Thresh goes forward, gets the pull back, the clap back, and secures the kill back onto the Ziggs. Shut down in its outright as Zeri falls as the Briar ultimate's thrown out, going crazy, blood hungry. Is the Briar she's chasing under the tower, but she will inevitably fall. You have to feel, there we go, never mind. She's still alive. She gets the trade back. It's 2 kills over to the Zeri Zoomies in this extended play as Daisy thrown out. Ezreal just arcade shifts to his own demise as Ivern playing with Daisy. Some may say this is outright 1v1 for the ages. And the Ivern just playing range. Gonna get hit once, the auto attack and the flay back. Thresh secures the easy kill. Ivern overstayed his welcome and just played that poorly. Could have just left Daisy to do his dirty work. But nope, he gets a bit bloodthirsty himself. What a dumbass Ivern player. Needless to say, let's continue on with this play. Lee Sin, he's looking healthy right now with his 2 complete items, Sundered Sky, and as well as the Death's Dance. Hunting, he lands the Q, will not go forward here. You have to feel he's hunting though for the play. He wants to get a kickback onto that Zeri as Tryndamere slows him down as the trap line set up and the brush line. Pretty poor trap line, all things considered, as the ace hole thrown out. Briar tanks it up with the W as Daisy coming forward. Puts 2 autos down to Thresh, knocked up into the air. Thresh going to be chunked quite low considering the play is continuing forward. The Mega Inferno Bomb lands as Briar's ultimate comes through. She's going blood frenzy mode, but there's no one there to siphon the health off as Ezreal secures the kill. 2 kills to none as the Zeri Zoomies are collapsing as Caitlyn's firing off. The ace in the hole not even going to be needed as Ezreal's going sicko mode. The double kill, make it the triple kill as the Ivern idols just batter their way through the Zeri Zoomies as Daisy just doing Daisy things, taking the tower, the satchel charge, gonna secure that tower somehow, even though it was actually the Ziggs who didn't get the tower secure. Anyway, Ivern topping up the health bars of his teammates as aggression coming through from the Briar once again as Thresh lands a hook, goes forward, but that's an immediate trap set up on this Swain. He's just deleted where he stands as another Q lands from the Lee Sin, going forward, going aggressive into 3 members. Realizes he's overstayed as he safeguards back to safety as Daisy once again being aggressive on top side. Lee Sin oversteps somehow, some way. He finds a way to overplay as Zeri kills off the Ezreal as Daisy just plays, and that's a great dash over the wall by the ADC. The Zeri Zoomies certainly zooming back into this game as Briar's hunting. Gets the snowball onto the Ziggs. chipping away the health bar as the flashes falls through. Ivern Idols overstep, trying to secure the inhibitor. They do manage to get it somehow, but the Zeri Zoomies clapback is always more formidable, and the good thing for the Ivern Idols is they get extra damage on their reset as Lee Sin hunting. Zig secures the kill, and that's continuation forward. Look at what this Lee Sin's doing. He's baiting his own Zig as the Undying Rage forced out from this Tryndamere gets popped off as Zig secures that one as Swain trapped up in the brush line, and Zeri somehow finds a kill, but the chase forward, the Ezreal being shielded up by the Ivern, trying to get these mystic shots to land. But Ivern don't give no craps. He just runs it forward and gives Ezreal the shutdown. This is looking like GG as Daisy falls the tank tower. Just going to bop it a couple of times. She doesn't care about this Thresh as Briar's ultimate comes through. Going to try and chase down as a shield comes through. And that's going to mean that this Caitlyn almost gets away with her life. But in the end, it doesn't really matter as Swain, he's here hunting as the threshold lands. That's going to be another dead carry as Ezreal gets shut down once more. A lot of shutdowns in this game I'm tending to see as we're not really getting a chance to break down all the action. Typically speaking, it's just Lee Sin dive forward, get a pick, and Thresh lands a hook on someone else. And yeah, in the end, it tends to be a pick landing into another pick as this Ziggs is just on cleanup squad. Alongside this, Ivern just providing the shielding to keep Lee Sin going forward. That shield, the Bramble shield, just is very, very hard to deal with as Daisy's just stepping forward. She sees the Zeri, bobs her twice. I think Ivern just doesn't give a crap as Daisy falls. Another brush line set up. Ivern just being Ivern and fighting shields. Lee Sin staying alive. But Ziggs is not, however. As Zeri gets the double kill. Overstep. Kind of the sign of this Ivern Idols is the overstep. It's their kind of big play here in the LCS. And, you know, that's a big play that this Briar likes to do is the Blood Frenzied run into an onslaught of death. She just does not have the sustain to deal with the amount of damage the Ivern Idols have right now as a great hook lands. The Ezreal is deleted. Zeri starting to get online. Has 3 completed items and building up that revenue, some may say, as the Undying Rage forced out from this Tryndamere just dies to a bomb. Why not? As Zeri gets caught out by Lee Sin. The chase down now coming through as Lee Sin stepping forward, gets shielded up. The Sonic Wave lands and he's going forward. He kicks the Swain back into his own death as the Ziggs is securing that one. As Ivern just runs past them all. He don't care. He's got the Moonstone shielding and healing on this Lee Sin that it means that he doesn't have to care about the opponents as they're just going to die to his carry as Briar standing in the face of this Ivern. Some may say she is trolling in this situation, landing another big taunt into a Q as Daisy just bopping the opponents in front of them as Lee Sin goes back in. He does a lot of damage, and Ivern realizes it as the kill comes through. Tryndamere did not have the Undying Rage, and instead it's just going to be Briar falling once more as the True Shot Barrage finds its mark. That massive healing coming through from the Fimbulwinter, I believe. Not the Fimbulwinter. What's it called? I can actually look it up. The Crypto Bloom as Daisy secures the kills, and that's the game over and done with. The Ivern Idols secure first place in the LCS as they defeat the Zeri Zoomies. Yeah, what a game to kick off our absolute banger weekend. You know, everyone knows the Zeri Zoomies, formidable, had an amazing run to this point. But as it happens, the Ivern Idols just demolished them in the 1v1s and in the absolute barn burner team fights. Some may say NA as a region is dead, but after this series, you can't really say that anymore. But yeah, with the LCS covered off this week, we're going to get into the LEC later on today. Hopefully, it's a bit more of a banger series. We're covering, obviously, the Vitality one, as well as the SK Gaming. So, as always, if you've enjoyed this absolute banger of a series breakdown, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new and if you want to. And I will see you guys later on for that series. Peace out.